Hello everyone, I hope you all are fine. Here comes the 33rd lecture from the series of our online lecture sessions and the first topic from the third unit of your syllabus. Today we are going to discuss Euler-Maclaurin summation formula, which is useful for finding the approximate sum of any number of consecutive values of a function when the values are given at equidistant arguments, provided the integral value of the function over a given range can be easily calculated. So let us see how do we obtain this particular formula and how do we then use it to find the sum of any function values. First of all, let us provide the statement of the formula, which is summation over r is equals to 0 to n y a plus rh. This can be written as 1 upon h integrating over a to b y dx plus half the sum of extreme function values, that is ya plus yb plus rn, where nh is equals to b minus a, or basically we have taken the value of h such that the range is divided into n number of intervals. So this is the statement for Euler-Maclaurin summation formula. Here we haven't defined Rn. Rn is the value h by 12 yb prime minus ya prime minus h cube upon 720 yb third order derivative minus ya third order derivative plus h raised to 5 upon 30240 into yb fifth order derivative minus ya fifth order derivative minus so on. Rn is basically the remainder term for the Euler-Maclaurin summation formula. It depends what is the level of significance you want, on which we use the number of terms in the Rn value. Let us now see how do we obtain this particular formula. If we can write fx is equals to the first order finite difference of some function capital Fx, then summation over x is equals to 0 to n minus 1. Fx can be written as f0 plus f1 plus so on f of n minus 1. Basically we have just expanded the summation here. Now let us substitute the values of the function on the right hand side from the equation number 1. Let us suppose this is your equation number 1. Fx is equals to delta fx is your equation number 1 here. इक्वेशन नंबर 1 में x की वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट करते हुए हम राइट हैंड साइड की वैल्यूज ऑब्टेन करेंगे. सो दिस विल बी डेल्टा कैपिटल F0 प्लस डेल्टा F1 plus so on. Last will be delta capital Fn minus 1. Expanding the finite difference operator या फिर using the finite difference operator, we obtain the values as f1 minus f0 plus the second term will be f2 minus f1. थर्ड टर्म में आपके पास में आ जाएगा f3 minus f2 plus so on. Last will be f of n minus f of n minus 1. Simply we have obtained the values by applying the finite difference operator. जो भी उसकी डेफिनेशन वही यूज करके सिंपली हमने ये इक्वेशन ऑब्टेन की है. ना यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो f1 is positive in the first term while it is negative in the second term. f2 is positive in the second term जबकि थर्ड टर्म में इसका नेगेटिव टर्म है. इसी तरीके से जब जनरलाइज्ड फॉर्म हम निकालेंगे तो f0 और fn को छोड़कर बाकी सारी वैल्यूज आपस में कैंसिल आउट हो जाती हैं. So f1 will be cancelled, f2 will be cancelled, f3 will be cancelled by the value of f3 in the next term. Similarly, f of n minus 1 will be cancelled from the previous term. इस तरीके से we obtain the value as capital Fn minus f0. This is simply the summation value that we are trying to find. X is equals to 0 to n minus 1 f of x. Now f of x is equals to delta capital Fx. This is using equation number 1. We already have assumed this to be true. This implies that capital Fx can be written as the inverse finite difference operator over Fx. So this will be delta inverse f of x. डेल्टा being the finite difference operator, ये आपका फॉरवर्ड फाइनाइट डिफरेंस ऑपरेटर है. इसके अंदर हम शिफ्ट ऑपरेटर E के फॉर्म में इसको अगर लिखें तो we will obtain this equal to E minus 1 inverse of fx. Implies that capital Fx can be written as now we know that capital E, इसको पहले समझ लें, capital E is written as e raised to d. Basically it is e raised to hd, but assuming that we are taking the value of h equals to 1, we simply say e is equals to e raised to d. अगर आप इसको e raised to hd लिखते हैं तो जहां भी मैं d यहाँ पर यूज करने वाली, you can simply substitute the value by hd. For this case, this is true, and we can write it as e raised to d minus 1 inverse of fx. Let us now expand this exponential term. On expanding this e raised to d, we obtain e raised to d is equals to 1 plus d square upon 2 factorial plus d cube upon 3 factorial and so on. Substituting the value of e raised to d in the equation that we have, we get capital Fx is equals to 1 plus d square upon 2 factorial plus d cube upon 3 factorial and so on, this whole minus 1 inverse into fx. So we have obtained this value up to this stage. Now this 1 will get cancelled and we obtain d plus d square upon 2 factorial plus d cube upon 3 factorial and so on. This whole inverse into fx. We know we are having this d value in each term. So taking d as common, we get capital Fx is equals to d inverse into ब्रैकेट में आपके पास में बच जाएगा 1 प्लस d upon 2 factorial plus d cube upon, sorry, not d cube, it should be d square upon 3 factorial plus d factorial and so on. This whole inverse into fx. Let us now put a bracket here. ये 1 अलग टर्म मैं कंसिडर कर रही हूँ एंड दिस होल ब्रैकेट सेकेंडरी जो मैं स्मॉल ब्रैकेट लगा रही हूँ, दिस लेट बी अ सिंगल टर्म. I know if I write 1 plus x inverse, that will be expanded as 1 minus x plus x square minus x cube plus x raised to 4 minus so on. इस तरह का एक सीक्वेंस मुझे मिलता है. x की जगह ये मेरी पूरी ब्रैकेट वाली वैल्यू आ जाएगी एंड आई विल ऑब्टेन दिस इक्वल टू d इनवर्स, ब्रैकेट में आ जाएगा आपके पास में 1 माइनस d अपॉन 2 प्लस d स्क्वायर अपॉन 6 प्लस d क्यूब अपॉन 24 d raised to 4 अपॉन 120. ये आपकी फर्स्ट टर्म होगी जो कि x की है, जहाँ मैंने फैक्टोरियल को एक्सपेंडेड फॉर्म में लिखा है. नाउ द सेकेंड टर्म विल बी d upon 2. One more thing, this will be extended up to an infinite term. Yes, now the second term will be d by 2 plus d square upon 6 plus d cube upon 24 plus d raised to 4 upon 120 and so on, whole square. The second term is of square है तो ये स्क्वायर की आ जाएगी. थर्ड टर्म इसी तरीके से आपकी क्यूब की आएगी एंड सो ऑन. साइन आ जाएगा आपके यहाँ पे नेगेटिव. यस, with cube you will have the negative sign. This will be d by 2 plus d square upon 6 and so on. जैसे जैसे मैं हायर पावर्स की तरफ जाऊंगी मैं नंबर ऑफ टर्म्स रिड्यूस करती जाऊंगी बिकॉज ऑन टेकिंग क्यूब एंड हायर ऑर्डर पावर्स द वैल्यूज विल बिकम हायर एंड हायर ऑर्डर्स. जैसे यहाँ पे अगर मैंने इस ब्रैकेट को ओपन किया, द मिनिमम ऑर्डर ऑफ द टर्म विल बी 3. डी क्यूब से स्टार्ट होगी आपकी वैल्यूज. इसी तरीके से सेकेंड वाले ब्रैकेट में डी स्क्वायर हो जाएगा ऑन टेकिंग द स्क्वायर, क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई करने पे क्यूब एंड ऑल दी हायर ऑर्डर टर्म्स विल बी देयर. सो फॉर द fourth term I'll just write d by 2 plus so on, this whole raised to 4 minus the remaining terms. This is how we have expanded the inverse value. Now this whole will be multiplied by fx. which will be equal to D inverse. Now let us solve these values. On solving all the brackets that we have here, we get 1 minus D by 2 plus D square upon 12 minus D raised to 4 upon 720 plus D raised to 6 upon 30,240 and so on. This whole multiplied by fx. I have just taken the initial order terms, जो d क्यूब की वैल्यूज हैं आपकी सारी आपस में कैंसिल आउट हो जाती हैं. So there is no term with the degree 3 here. 5, all the odd order terms will be cancelled out and we obtain the solved value like this. Or we can write fx is equals to, taking the d inverse in the bracket, अब आपको इसको मल्टीप्लाई कर देना है. You will obtain fx is equals to d inverse minus half plus d by 12 minus d by 720. This will be d cube, sorry. Yes. And d raised to 5 upon 30,240 minus so on, multiplied by fx. Hence, पूरे ब्रैकेट को आप ओपन कर लीजिए विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू fx को मल्टीप्लाई कर लेंगे. वी नो d is the derivative operator, so inverse of d will be the integral operator. So I'll write it as integral value of fx dx minus half of fx plus 1 by 12 of f dash x, because d ही है आपके पास तो फर्स्ट ऑर्डर डेरिवेटिव निकाल लेंगे आप fx का. दिस विल बी f dash x. नेक्स्ट टर्म विल बी minus 1 upon 720 into the third order derivative of fx and so on. इसी तरीके से हम आगे की वैल्यूज भी ऑब्टेन कर लेंगे. Up to this stage we have obtained the value of capital Fx. Let us mark this as equation number. Let us see हमने कहाँ तक मार्किंग कर ली है. So yeah, one more thing. On this page जो मेरी ये इक्वेशन आई है इसको मैं इक्वेशन नंबर 2 डाल देती हूँ. Here capital Fx की जो टर्म आई है, let us put this as equation number 3 now. Now using 3 into we get f of n minus f of 0 is equals to 0 to n fx dx minus half of fn minus f0 plus 1 by 12 of f dash n minus f dash 0 फर्स्ट ऑर्डर डेरिवेटिव की जो रिस्पेक्टिव टर्म्स है उनका डिफरेंस आ जाएगा -1/720 of the triple order derivatives difference. So this will be f triple dash n minus f triple dash 0 plus so on. Now this fn minus f0 is equals to summation over r is equals to 0 to n. We had written f of a plus rh, which was equal to f of 0 plus f of 1 plus f of 2 plus so on f of n minus 1. So now taking all the values, ये जो आपके यहाँ पे मैं सर्कल कर रही हूँ, इनको हम लेफ्ट हैंड साइड के साथ में क्लब कर देंगे and we will obtain the integral over 0 to n f of x dx will be equal to summation over r is equals to 0 to n minus 1 f of a plus rh plus half of this term will be positive, आपके पास में आ जाएगा half of fn minus f0. नेक्स्ट टर्म जो कि पॉजिटिव थी वो अब आ जाएगी आपकी नेगेटिव होकर, सो यू विल बी हैविंग -1/12 ऑफ f dash n minus f dash 0, and hence the value that we had 720 f of triple dash n minus f of triple dash 0 and so on. इसी तरीके से आपके आगे की टर्म्स होंगे. Now or using this term clubbed with the summation term, we get the integral value will be equal to half of f0, क्योंकि आपका f0 नेगेटिव का है, आपकी पॉजिटिव वैल्यू से हाफ माइनस हो जाएगा एंड वी विल गेट हाफ ऑफ f0 प्लस f1 प्लस f2 प्लस सो ऑन half of n minus all the remaining terms will be written in this similar. उनमें कोई चेंज नहीं है, उनको एज इट इज हम लिख देंगे. नाउ हाफ को कॉमन ले लेंगे इन दो टर्म्स से, बाकी सारे टर्म्स को हम इजीली समेशन फॉर्म में लिख देंगे एंड वी विल ऑब्टेन the integral over 0 to n fx dx will be equal to half of f0 plus fn plus Now see, to transform this summation term or to obtain the summation over the whole range, that is from I is equals to 0 to n, we can simply add and subtract half of f0 plus fn. On doing so, we get this integral value 0 to n fx dx is equals to summation over I is equals to 0 to n f of I minus half of f0 plus fn minus all the remaining terms. We have simply added and subtracted the ब्रैकेट वैल्यू हाफ ऑफ f0 प्लस fn को हमने ऐड और सब्ट्रैक्ट किया सो दैट जो समेशन आ रहा है वो मेरा पूरी रेंज के ऊपर मुझे ऑब्टेन हो सके. सो आई गेट दिस फॉर्मूला रिटन हियर. नाउ माय मोटो इज टू फाइंड द वैल्यू ऑफ द सम ऑफ द फंक्शन वैल्यूज. जो भी कॉन्जिक्यूटिव फंक्शन वैल्यूज है उनके सम की वैल्यू फाइंड करना है. That means I have to obtain this sum. Rearranging this in that manner, I get summation over I varying from 0 to n fi, which is the required sum, can be written as the sum of the integral fx dx over the range 0 to n plus half of f0 plus fn plus 1 by 12 of f dash n minus f dash 0 minus 1 by 720 f of triple dash n minus f of triple dash 0 plus so on. This is what we were trying to find. We were trying to write the summation term into an integral value which can be calculated easily plus half of the extreme values and the remainder term, and hence proved. Hence I have obtained the summation values, या फिर जो भी मुझे required था, I have obtained that. Now let us see with the help of an example now how do we obtain the value of the integral using Euler-Maclaurin summation formula. From this given integral, it is clear that the value of fx is simply 1 upon 1 plus x. The value is ranging from 0 to 1, that is a and b are 0 and 1 respectively. So let us now see how do we obtain this. Now here for the given problem we are having a is equals to 0, a plus nh is equals to 1. Basically the extreme arguments are 0 and 1 here. Let us suppose we are taking h is equals to 0.1. You can take h is equals to 0.2 also, 0.25 also, depending on what significance level you want in your results, what accuracy you want in your results. The greater is the value of n, obviously the greater will be the accuracy of the results obtained. So in this case, on taking h is equals to 0.1, we get n is equals to 10 here. Now let us write down the values that we are going to use for Euler-Maclaurin summation formula. This will be 1 upon 1 plus x. ये हमें fx already पता है. f dash x is equals to minus 1 upon 1 plus x square. Simply derivative values है. You can try to obtain these values. F double dash x will be minus 2 upon 1 plus x whole cube. Third order derivative will be equal to minus 6 divided by 1 plus x whole raised to 4. These are the values that we are going to use for Euler-Maclaurin summation formula. The formula that we just have derived is obtained on assuming that h is equals to 1. Now I am writing the formula for some specific value of h. We have Euler-Maclaurin summation formula as summation over I is equal to 0 to n f of xi is equals to 1 upon h इंटीग्रल ओवर 0 टू, या फिर कह लीजिए इसको रेंज पे है तो आपका हम लिख देते हैं यहाँ सिंपली a टू a प्लस एन एच एफ एक्स डी एक्स प्लस हाफ ऑफ एफ ए प्लस एन एच. नाउ यहाँ पे जो नेक्स्ट टर्म हमें मिलेगी उसमें क्योंकि हम फर्स्ट ऑर्डर डेरिवेटिव यूज कर रहे हैं तो हमारे पास में एक h की टर्म भी आ जाएगी. सो दिस विल बी f डैश a प्लस एन एच माइनस f डैश a. दिस h कि आपके h की क्या पावर आएगी प्रोडक्ट में वो डिपेंड करता है कि आप d क्या यूज कर रहे हैं. सिंस यहाँ पे आपकी d की वैल्यू सिंगल d आप यूज कर रहे हैं, फर्स्ट ऑर्डर डेरिवेटिव यूज कर रहे हैं, यू विल मल्टीप्लाई द टर्म बाय h. When you will be using the third order derivative, you will multiply the term by h cube there. This is so because जब हमने formula obtain किया, instead of e raised to hd, we were taking e raised to d assuming that h was 1. So basically जहाँ भी आपका d आएगा साथ में आपकी h की वैल्यू भी होनी थी. So you can simply understand this whole concept. Coming back to the formula, the third term, the next term will be minus h cube upon 720 multiplied by the difference of the third order derivative terms. Plus so on. Now, taking this half on the left hand side, हमको जब expand करेंगे तो you will obtain this series as half of fa plus fa plus h plus so on f of a plus n minus 1h plus half of a plus nh. This is because half आपके नेगेटिव के होंगे तो these two terms will be cancelled और बाकी सारे remaining जो है उनके कोफिशिएंट आपके 1 रह जाएंगे. Now we can write the integral value of a plus nh. This is 1 upon h fx dx is equals to half of fa plus fa plus h plus f of a plus 2h plus so on. The last term would be half of a plus nh. All the remaining terms, अब ये यहाँ पे लेफ्ट साइड में जाएगी तो नेगेटिव साइन आ जाएगा. You will be having minus h by 12 of fa plus nh minus f dash a plus h cube upon 720 f triple dash upon a plus f triple dash f a plus nh minus f triple dash a and so on. 0 to 1, 1 upon h fx, sorry not fx, there will be dx upon 1 plus x. Simply हम fx की वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट कर देते हैं. You will obtain half of 1 by 1. क्यों? fa की वैल्यू a क्योंकि आपके पास में 0 है, so fa will be 1 by 1 plus 1 upon 1.1 plus 1 upon 1.2 and so on. Last term would be half of a plus nh, so half of 2. a plus nh क्योंकि आपके पास में 1 है, फंक्शन में आप जब सब्स्टिट्यूट करेंगे तो you will obtain this equal to half. Minus 0.1 divided by 12 multiplied by f dash a plus nh है, तो हम यहाँ पे f dash की वैल्यू में इसको सब्स्टिट्यूट करेंगे. You will obtain this equal to minus 1 upon 2 cube plus 1 upon 1 cube plus 0.1 cube upon 720 and again हमने जो ऊपर वैल्यूज लिखी हैं वहाँ से सब्स्टिट्यूट करने पे you will obtain minus 6 upon 2 raised to 4 plus 6 upon 1 raised to 4 and so on. Therefore 1 upon 0.1021 dx upon 1 plus x will be obtained as 6.93149. This I have skipped all the calculation part. You can simply calculate the values as I have written there. उनको आप solve करेंगे, you will obtain the integral value as this. Now multiplying this 0.1 on the right hand side, we get integral over 0 to 1 dx upon 1 plus x is equals to 0.69315 approximately, which is the required result here. So this is all about Euler-Maclaurin summation formula. I hope now you are clear what this formula is and how do we use Euler-Maclaurin summation formula to obtain the required results. With this, I conclude today's lecture. Thank you very much and have a good day.